Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Ms. Aisha Siddiqui back here for another session on optional English. We are on the second chapter, that is Toasted English, written by R.K. Narayan. We've done the lesson, the story, the message from it, also the keywords. Let's have a quick recap. I'm just going to read the slides so that we go further for the question and answers round. So the author of the lesson is R.K. Narayan. He is one of the best Indian novelists in English. He was born in Chennai in Tamil Nadu in a Brahmin family. He received many awards. India's second and third highest civilian awards, that is the Padma Vibhushan and the Padma Bhushan. In 1994, he was awarded the Sahitya Academy Fellowship, highest honor of India's National Academy of Letters. He was also nominated in Rajya Sabha, the upper house of India's parliament. His work, his famous work, is The Malgudi Days Will Always Remain a very realistic setting and character. It is one of my personal favorite ones and based on a village, a town in the south of India, that is Malgudi, about the village life and the human relationship in that village. The next one is Guide. It was filmed and won many awards. It is a movie starring Devanand and Waida Rahman, written by R.K. Narayan. Toasted English is the name of the prose, and toasted means to create something new in the English, and English being a global language spoken internationally in trade, in business, and it is a common communication means between people of different backgrounds. Still, the author has asked us to bring a change in the English. Let's see what's the change. The author brings out how American English has created different language from British, and he also expects that Indian English should have a Swadeshi stamp to have its own Indian brand of English. And it is very similar to the word of our Prime Minister, that our Prime Minister has said that we have to be vocal about the local brands. We mostly know the global brands, but we do not know the Indian brands, and we promote all the global brands more than the Indian brands. Now we have to change and be unique to have a self-reliant India, a developed country. We have to start advertising and promoting our own stuff, our own raw materials, and our own brands. And the way ahead lies in the local. And local is not merely a need, but it has become a responsibility of each and every individual. Now here it shows how America has made few changes in the British English and has created their own language where the stamp of American English has been put on their language. So why does America call football soccer, where all the other parts of the country, of the world, call this sport as football, but you may wonder why the United States call it soccer. This is the way they use these short words, and they have created their own language. R.K. Narayan's aim in this essay is to have Indian English. Indian English should have a Swadeshi stamp, Bharat brand of English. Indian English should make an attempt to get its own flavor like the American English has done. So our accent is different, the way we speak, the way we talk and write. So we should also have this uniqueness in our way of conveying, and we should make our own brand of English. This was the aim of R.K. Narayan, and now even Modi, our Prime Minister, has said a similar thing. There are few words here where I'm just naming a few: college and university. Americans call it college, the Britishers call it university, drugstore and chemist, soccer, football, cookies and biscuits. So you can go through this list from the video and see there are few words that the Britishers have changed. The Americans have changed from the British English. Also in this lesson, you may see on page number 1.17, there is a small table over here that follows behind here. So you can also solve this table here to have a proper view of, have you all understood what is British English and American English, and how the Americans have changed and added a few words for their language and put an American stamp on it. Then later on, we've done these keywords. Let's quickly read what keywords we've done. So toasted, it means to have a change. And in this essay, toasted means to bring a change in the English language. Formalism is to be very formal in your behavior and rules of a proper behavior. Counterpart is to be equivalent, similar, parallel. Speculation is supposition or assumption, to assume something without knowing the proper evidence or having a firm evidence about it. Example, a rumor. Never mince is to say something directly, harshly, without worrying about your manners or anything. Chuck out means to just throw out someone, to remove someone from a place. So and so person means such a person or such a thing. You do not want to use the specific name, so you don't use the name. Instead, you say so and so person. Vocal cords are the two pieces of muscles in our throat which enable us to make sound. Suffix, we are going to go forward in the suffix part later in the later sessions. Edo is fuss and unnecessary excitement or trouble that has been caused. Sibilant is a hissing sound, the sound or whispering sound. Prolong is to delay or lengthen your lecture or your anything. Prolong is to just delay and lengthen. Where English has a bazaar status. English has a bazaar status means English is spoken even in the local markets. Mongrelization means to have a new thing. It means to refer, in this essay, it means to have a new language by mixing all the other different languages. Now, after this, I am referring to this book here, Pragati book. So we are going to go ahead with the question answer discussion and of this lesson from this book. Before the question answer discussion, we are going to do this part from the book so that it will be easier for you all to know all the answers of these. So the first one is, in America, the English language which is used is dash British English. So is it completely different from the British English? It's the same as the British English, or it's a modified form of British English. So it's different from the British English. Yes, you can also say another answer that is also correct in it is modified form. So it is not completely different. You can say it is different, but it is a bit modified from the British English. Next question. In America, instructions at public places are ambiguous, indirect, or direct. So in America, it is direct. It is not indirect. It does not say trespassing, not allowed, or something like that. They directly say no parking, nothing else. So it's direct. In India, instructions or notices for the public are informal and direct, simply worded, or long-winded and verbose. It is long-winded, so it is written in complete sentences. No parking in front of the gate. It does not have to be like that. You can simply say no parking. But in India, it is written no parking in front of the gate, no parking in front of the garden. So it is long-winded. In England, even everyday activities are transacted in a very dash manner. So England, that is the UK, British English is spoken over there. So in England, it is more of a formal manner. So formalization, formalism. We use the word formalism here. So it is in a formal way, not an informal or a direct way. In America, yes, it is in a direct way, but in England, it is in a more formal way. In this essay, the author propounds that it suggests for the people to consider growth of modern Indian languages or development of Indian English. So he has, in this lesson, the author has not told that we have to grow all the other languages. Rather, he has told us that we have to develop the Indian English and promote our Indian English and to have a Swadeshi stamp on it. So we've done with these MCQs part for now. Let's move forward to the question answer round, and we will discuss 4 question answers from here. There are many more. There are 6, and we are going to do 4 out of them that I find it's very important. The other 2 are very similar to it, so you all can go through it. In what manner can we say Americans have freed English? Explain the expression, a sort of, okay. In what manner can we say Americans have freed English? Why the author said that the Americans have freed English language? How can you free a language? How can you give freedom to a language? But he has used this term here. Why is it so? So because of the toasting of language, much of the formalism surrounding the use of English has been given up. So the British English, UK English, we said it in MCQs that they use more of a formal language. Even in their day-to-day activities, they use more formal language. So here, the American language has actually brought freedom into the language because they do not use that formal language. They use the informal way, and that is why the author has told that the Americans have freed the language. In America, they have freed the language from suppressing tyranny of the passive voice. The passive voice means the more formal way of speaking. So the active voice is the little informal way of speaking. So that is why Americans have freed this language. The author feels that now it is the proper time for English to come on the dusty streets, marketplaces, and adopt the complexion of our life and assimilate its idiom. So the author feels that now is the proper time that English should come to the marketplace, to the common people, even the commoners and the grocery sellers, and everyone should use the English language. Moving forward to the next question, how does the author define his Bharat brand of English? So the second question is, how does the author define his Bharat brand of English? So according to the author, the Bharat brand of English is in respect that we have to respect the rule of law and maintain the dignity of grammar. So he doesn't say that we have to change, we have to completely change the English, or he does not say that we have to change the grammar part of it, because grammar cannot be changed. Grammar is the basic of English. So few words can be changed or moved here and there, but grammar cannot be changed. So the author does not want to completely change or destroy the language. He says that we have to maintain the dignity of grammar, but it should still have a typical Swadeshi stamp about it unmistakably. So here we have to have a Swadeshi stamp without changing or completely destroying the language or using or removing the grammar from it, but we have to put a Swadeshi stamp. How can we do this? By having our own accent of speaking. So the way we speak is our Indian accent of speaking, but we do not like it. We ourselves do not like it. We want to be like others or the Hollywood people. We prefer speaking like them. Instead, we should be proud of the way we speak, and we should actually create our own words and make a Bharat brand of English. The author expresses the wish that Bharat brand of English must have a Swadeshi stamp on it. That means all around the world, Indian English should be known like American and British English is known. Even the Indian English should be known. Swadeshi stamp on it. Like the Madras handlooms check shirts. So you all must be knowing the check shirts. Now these are the stripe. This t-shirt that I'm wearing is the stripe ones. But if you all know, the check shirts are like squares. So and it is from Madras, famous from Madras. So the word check means the design or pattern of square. So the meaning of check is the design or pattern of square, but they have named it as checks. So checks was no word before. They created a word check or checks from the design of square, from the sentence that it is a design of square. So they created the word checks, and they have, and this is so famous everywhere to wear checks shirt, and it is from Madras. So he says exactly, he's given an example here. So that means that just like how the Madras people, they have created this word checks, we should also create few words of our own and create a new language and put a Bharat stamp on it. Moving ahead to the next question. What purpose do the personal, okay, not here. The author wishes that Indians should develop, not the third question, I'm still on the second one. The author wishes that Indians should develop their own English, which would be more unique and distinct than the present English. So he says that we don't have to spoil the English language. We have to use the same grammar. Grammatical mistakes should not be done. Grammar should not be destroyed. We should maintain the dignity of grammar. But yes, we Indians should develop our own English, which would be more unique and distinct from other people, so that other people also know this person, the way he's speaking, he's from India. They should know it. Why does R.K. Narayan call his essay Toasted English? Justify this title. Why does he call this essay Toasted English? Toasted. Toasted means, I just said, the literal meaning of toasted is to make it brown and crunchy. The bread is put into a toaster and it is made brown and crunchy. So why has the author used toasted here? Toasted is to change, to create a change in it. Not fully changing it or transforming it, but to have a little change in it and to have a new form of it. And that is why the author uses the word toasted with the meaning of changes made in the English language, and not transformed completely, but few changes made in the English language. The Americans have retained English language and also allowed English to flourish in America by the Britishers. So what did they do? Very cleverly, they did not say that no, the Britishers cannot spread the language here. They allowed the Britishers to flourish their language, and later on they brought little change in the language. They did not spoil the British language, or they did not completely bring a change. You see, the Americans also speak English, the Britishers also speak English, and we cannot find so much of difference also in that. But they know what difference they have created. Very few words that they have changed and created their own language. So they've not spoiled it or completely transformed it. They have toasted it. And similarly, we need to toast our English. That means little bit bring more crunch and spice to it and make our own brand of English. So he says, similarly, the Americans have made the passive voice into a very easy way of speaking, where rather than writing trespassing prohibited, they made it easier saying no parking. So why so difficult? The Britishers use a very difficult tone, a passive voice, or a very formal way to speak. So the Americans have made it very easy to go, and trespassing not allowed or trespassing prohibited is a little formal way or a tougher way, heavier way. The Americans simply made it no parking, no parking. That's much easier for the people to see, understand, and quick to act on it. So it doesn't leave any room for speculation. That means this no parking has no assumption, oh, I do not understand what is this. Nobody will have those excuses. No parking means no parking. Can't you understand what is no parking? Such an easy word, right? So nobody can have any speculation or assumption of it. You saw I used the word speculation. There is a word speculation in this answer here. So yes, if you listen to my video, the previous video where we did the list of keywords, you all will know the word, the meaning of speculation, and you all can use it in this answer here. So the person, whoever will be reading in front of that parking, will not waste his time. Trespassing prohibited, my God. So it will be much easier reading no parking. Okay, just no parking. Let's move from here. The author thinks that such usage of language makes it easier and does not create certain mysteries which create a chaos or Edo. Now here, Edo word, that was to create unnecessary trouble. So there will not be unnecessary trouble and chaos, and due to that signboard, the Britishers use that as trespassing prohibited. So there will not be so much of chaos. Easy word, easy language, easy understanding, and the action is done, which makes the travelers and the travel from other countries very attractive. So it is easy to understand, so it's more attractive and more easy. We will say, wow, it was very easy to travel over there in that country. We had no problem, no issues staying there, traveling there. So there it is. That is why the author says we do not need to make things difficult. Make it easier for the people, and you will see the actions. The time has come for us to consider seriously the question of Bharat brand of English. Here, seriously, the time has come to make a change. Our Prime Minister Modi has already started the first step. He has banned the Chinese items and brands. Yes, we have to promote our Indian brands so that all the global brands will have no value in front of the Indian brands. If you promote, do the marketing of our brands, and whichever field you all will fall into later in your life, you all can make a change in that field and let the people know that this is the Indian way of working, or this is the Indian brand, the Indian material, and we are not dependent on the other countries for it. And that is why the author here says, yes, it is the time, it is a proper time to consider seriously the Bharat brand of English. So he is a person of letters, and he wanted to make a change in his field. He has made a change in his field, saying that bring a change for the English language. Whichever field we fall into, we have to create something unique and different from the others. Be unique from the others and promote your uniqueness and promote your brands, not the foreign brands, and do not fall into the category where you want to copy someone or follow someone. You make your own trends and let people follow you. And now, according to him, is the proper time for English to come to the dusty streets and the marketplaces, that is under the banyan tree. So he wants the people, even the commoners selling groceries, the fish market, the other market over there, people calling, hey, my fish is of this much money. And this will sound so unique and different. Wow, that will be great. If you go to a market and you say, hey, ma'am, you want this clothes? Yeah, this is of 100 rupees only. yeah, please come and buy it. Where people say, aa jao, 100 rupees ka. Rather than that, they will say, oh, the clothes you want to buy, it is of 100 rupees. Do you want to buy it? And wow, that will be so different and unique. And we would love to go on the streets and listen to people. It will be different from what is happening right now. This was the aim of R.K. Narayan years back. It has not come to action till now. I hope this comes to action. But how? We as an individual are responsible for everything. You as an individual change yourself, your family, your people around you. Yes, there will be a change for sure. But in spite of all this, it should have a typical, so for the English in his field, he wants to bring a change. For the English language, he says it should have a Swadeshi stamp, a brand, English brand, sorry, an Indian brand of English. I hope you all understood the lesson, what is the aim of the author, how we put all the keywords into the question and answers, how can you all frame the question and answers in your own words. No need to copy paste what is written in the book. You all can add your own examples, like the example the author has used here of the Madras handlooms check shirt. You all can put your examples where people have created words and those words have become very popular. So write it in your own words. Do not copy people. Do not copy the answers. Make your own answers. Write your own answers in your own words. And I hope you all loved this video and you understood the lesson. In the next lesson, we will be doing the grammar part of it. There are two grammar topics of this lesson. So I am not going to introduce you what are we going to do in grammar. Unfortunately, in the last sessions, I already opened the secret of what topic we are going to do in grammar. But here, this time, we will be doing a grammar topic over here. Very, very exciting one. Do watch the video. By the time, stay safe, stay unique, stay different, be natural, create something new, and stay healthy. Bye bye. Take care.